going on, everyone? So the review, it finished at St James's Park, Newcastle 2, Arsenal 1. Get in there, 3 points. Looking, a challenge for the top 8 and not looking over our shoulders is an absolute brilliant feeling. Sending the Gunners home packing is nothing short of remarkable. Justice for, the first game at the start of the season at the Emirates, where, for me, yes, their goal was brilliant, but we should have had a goal, in the second half of the game at the Emirates at the start of the season. And for me, I was never not confident of winning this game. It's Arsenal. What can I say about Arsenal? They're nothing short of controversy with their fans. Arsene Wenger, they've probably got one of the worst away records in the Premier League away from home this season. So, with us having a 3-game unbeaten streak, then, I was always confident that we were going to get a result against Arsenal. If they can't beat the likes of Bournemouth away in Swansea, then, that tells you. Arsenal would have had a chance if it was us at the start of the season. But you look at us, since the close of the window, we've looked really solid at the back. We've looked as if, we want to score goals. We look full of quality again. And Rafa Benitez seems to be getting the best, out of the likes of Kennedy, who want to play football. Salmani, okay, he doesn't make many appearances, but he does make a difference. With his assists. Dubravka looks solid. And we've got a goalkeeper who actually communicates. No disrespect to Elliot Odolo, but that's what we need. Now, for me, Arsenal are probably one of the worst teams I've seen at St James's Park this season. I've seen Southampton play bad. I've seen, West Ham play poorly. But, with Arsenal having supposedly individual good players who are pretty shocking. Arsenal, for me, their problem is capitalising on wins. When they're taking the lead, they don't do it enough. And, the only losers in this game are the Arsenal fans. And I feel so sorry for the 3,000 Arsenal fans that came up here today. Because, they probably had to travel 7-8 hours on the coach to get here to see that performance, and I would hate that, to go down the likes of Arsenal, Brighton, and get a defeat like that. And, let's jump into the game. So, Rafa kept the same team that played against Leicester City. I mean, why would you change a team, that's winning, a team that, isn't broken and, we're getting results. And, with the confidence that we've got at St James's Park, we've always got a chance, against this Arsenal team. So going into the first half, it was a game that was pretty 50-50. Arsenal probably had the clear-cut chances. Probably deservedly took the lead after 14 minutes when, Ayoze picked up the ball, he crossed it. Well, I say he crossed it. He passed it across the box to Lacazette and he finished, superbly. He smashed it past Dubravka. But to be honest with you, it was an easy goal. Probably one of the easiest goals that they'll score this season. That's what they need to score goals these days. Arsenal. You questioned our defence. We should be picking them up. Like I said, that ball should not be crossed across the box like that. And Dubravka, for me, can't do much about that. And I was never nervous about, the minute it went 1-0 down, because I knew that, with Arsenal, how poor they can be and how they bottle it, that we could have a chance. And we did have a chance, with a goal through Ayoze Perez. So this was all hard work done by Dwight Gill. He passed it across to Yedlin. He put it across the box and it was a great smash past Petr Cech to make it 1-1. And, Petr Cech, for me, should ought to be doing better, for Ayoze Perez's goal. It's a brilliant finish by the lad, didn't get us wrong. He's full of confidence. He's been full of confidence in the last 2 or 3 games. He's really, hit the ground running. And just when you doubt him, he puts one in like that, and he's been the difference in the last, 2 games for the points that we've picked up. And this is what we expect from Perez. If he can make a difference in the game, that's all that matters. And, if there's anyone that looked like scoring between then and the second half, or should I say half time, it was us. In Arsenal, they lost that momentum. Then going into the second half, again, it was a 50-50 game. Arsenal creating opportunities, we were creating opportunities. But just like what Arsenal always do, they fail to create opportunities when it really matters. And when they do create an opportunity, they fluff the lines, and they were always going to pay for it. What was Arsene Wenger doing in that second half? I mean, he was weakening his team. I mean, he was bringing on kids. Yes, I know it's tried and tested, but when you want to get points at St James's Park and you want to get, your first win in 2018, you don't be putting kids on. You've got to strengthen your team, and that kind of it was a cast their own downfall. Rafa Benitez took off Ayoze Perez and brought on Joselu, which, to be fair, I was questioning that because Perez scored the goal. He's full of confidence. Joselu, he's as much use as a glass hammer these days. 5 million from Stoke, I don't rate him, but he had a really decent, good half an hour of the game, and we took the lead straight away. When they brought on the likes of Danny Welbeck, it was a great head across by Salmani. Working really hard. I think it took a little nick off Perez, if I'm not wrong. It was a brilliant touch by Richie. He smashed it in past Petr Cech. Again, he questioned Arsenal's centre back, Mustafi. You know, what can I say about Mustafi? You know, Jesus, he's really bad. And you know, after the minute we scored that second goal, you know, we could have scored a third. You know, we hit the crossbar. You know, we came close on numerous occasions, and we pretty much owned Arsenal after that. Yeah, he was a little bit nervous towards the end, but we weren't really threatening enough. And you know, we've seen out the game 2-1. You know, that's 4 wins on the bounce. You know, we're currently 10th in the Premier League. You know, 2 points behind Everton, won 41 points. Rafa's at 40 points, and you know, today's his birthday, so happy birthday, Rafa, if you're watching this. You know, thanks for everything that you've done this season. You know, working with a so-called championship squad, and you know, you got with the points. And for me, Arsenal were rubbish, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, they got what they deserved, and you know, they're so far apart of that top 6. You know, they complain about Arsene Wenger, but you know, what do you expect? Because you know, for me, you're so far short of winning the Premier League. You know, Man City are better than you. Your rivals Tottenham are so much better than you. You know, Liverpool are better than you. Chelsea are better than you. You know, I could go on. You know, you're so way off, and for me, it's not Arsene Wenger that's a problem. I know he's a passionate fans, and you know, he's a great today at St James's Park. You're not exactly the loudest, not the loudest fans I've seen, but you know, you need to give yourselves a head to wobble. You know, you give yourself a bit of a reality check to see where you're going to be, you know, this time next season, because you're so way off the mark. Your rivals Tottenham are having a new stadium. You know, they're going to be getting better players through the door. You know, I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he's expecting, because Arsene Wenger have won you know, the FA Cup. You know, yes, we would love that. You know, the League Cup, the FA Cup, that doesn't seem to be enough. But the thing is, what you've got to realise is you're so far short if winning the Premier League. And you know, Rafa Benitez on the other hand, you look at us. If Mike Ashley showed a bit of fucking, you know, ambition in the summer, he gives Rafa Benitez some money, we could really kick on. Because if Burnley are 7th, no disrespect to Burnley, they've had a fantastic season. You know, but we cut out those stupid errors at the start of the season. Who knows where we could have been, you know, in the Premier League this season? We could easily have been, you know, 7th place. And if we are trying to chase an 8th place spot, then we're leaving it late. You know, 8th place could be a Europa League spot for us if Arsenal win the Europa League, but I don't think they will. I think it'll be Atletico Madrid or Marseille. It's going to be one of them. I think Arsenal bottle, you know, too many big tournaments. And you know, they're putting all their eggs in one basket, and I think that could be dangerous. Don't get us wrong, I do wish Arsenal fans well for the rest of the season, but I don't think you've had your best game at St James's Park, and I think, you know, we fully deserve the win. For me, my man of the match has to be probably Jonjo Shelvey again, just for his passes, you know, for the way he dictates play. You could say Perez, you know, for his finish, but you know, without Shelvey, where would we be without Shelvey? You know, without what he does. Maybe the only criticism of Jonjo Shelvey would be goals. You know, if he adds more goals to his game, then he could be the complete midfielder. Will he go to the World Cup? As much as I'd love to, I don't think he will. Jamal Lascelles is another one. But you know what? Why can't they prepare for Euro 2020? You know, in the next couple of years, you know, they've got a really great opportunity. Gareth Southgate, whoever's manager then, you know, can't say no. You know, fantastic by the lads today. You know, another great performance, and the table's looking healthier as we're moving to the next game against Everton, which I think we could, you know, go there and get some points, as I don't think Everton have been amazing there this season either. You know, they're another team that I represent similar to Arsenal. You know, what do they expect? You know, of a club of their size. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to check out the Matchday Experience at 100% NUFC. And yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and all that good stuff. How are the lads? Get in, send in the gunners home, pack in, get in.